We're going to open up with a brief statement from Coach, and we'll take some questions after that.
Thanks, you guys, for coming. I always appreciate it. Just really proud of our players. A game like this, you always worry about them going on Christmas break a little bit early or coming off such a hard-fought win at Illinois. You know, you think there could be potentially just kind of a letdown, and really try to challenge them the last couple days in practice and try to maintain that standard of, you know, the expectations that we practice at. And so we had a couple tough days, but I thought they were really good. And I think just the way we came out, especially out of the gates, I thought we did a really good job getting on the floor for the 50-50 balls, got our hands on a lot of deflections. You know, it's hard. I thought, you know, there was maybe possessions that we could have got a better shot selection than what we did, but I like the fact that we were attacking in transition. So a lot of really positive things. I thought it was huge to be able to go so deep into our bench. You always love to do that, especially when your players work so hard in practice. But these two young ladies up here, I thought, had a really, really great night for us. It was fun to see Hannah just have the game that she did and really want that ball inside. And I thought she was very active and not surprised, to be honest with you. When I look at her stat line, I think Hannah's got a super high ceiling. And for Hilke, absolutely love it for her as well. I think, you know, as she continues to get more comfortable in our system and just in our rotations, works really hard at her craft, and I just felt like you had a chance to kind of see what we know she's able to do. She can shoot the three, she can create off the bounce. Defensively, she's long. So our freshman class, I'd say, had a pretty good outing.
Questions?
Coach, what do you find yourself taking away from a game like this where you lead out of the gate and you have them doubled up almost the whole time? How much of that are you able to just kind of extrapolate towards what you're building?
Yeah, I just think you know, just really not playing the scoreboard is so important. And I think it's, you know, human nature. It's, you know, you have a tendency to take your foot off the gas. But, you know, I thought there was some really good things. And I think there's things that we'll go back and watch that we got to continue to improve on. I definitely thought we gave up too many second shot opportunities. I think, you know, when you have a height advantage, you feel like you can just go get rebounds, and thought we could have been a little bit more physical. I thought in that first half we had some errant passes. We didn't keep it simple. So, you know, that's my job to kind of nitpick and clean up. But, you know, there's so many positives too. And just the balanced scoring, I think, is always a big thing for us. And, you know, on a night that Frankie and maybe Judd don't have their best outings, to have everybody else show up and be able to produce the way they did. So just a really good, I thought, team effort.
From a more broad view, now that you've reached the end of the non-conference schedule, what are some things or some of the main takeaways that you can have from where this team was in late October, early November to where you are today in the conference play?
You know, that's the thing. It's like you wish you could have a couple of those games back, but at the same time, you really can't skip the steps. And we have to go through the fires. And, you know, you could maybe have a different record, and we have in years past, maybe a little bit better record in the non-con, but, you know, I don't know if you learn the same lessons. And I think this is a group that's worked extremely hard. I've said it from day one. Out of any group I've ever coached collectively, they do so much more than what's required. So they're invested at a really high level. And I think, you know, with so many new players and in different rotations, we've had to kind of figure some things out along the way. And that's why I'm grateful for it. Like I said, you can't skip the steps. And it's easier and it feels better. But I think through everything we've been through, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about ourselves, and I think we have a much better understanding of what it needs to look like moving on into SEC play. So got to continue to hone in on our defense and our rebounding. I think we have stretches where it's really strong and other stretches where, you know, we're not quite as, I don't know, gritty and tough that we need to be. Offensively, I think there's still opportunities to clean up some shot selection. you know, we've done a better job the last couple games taking care of the ball, but an area that we can continue to get better at. But, you know, we've got a lot. I think this team's got a really high ceiling. I'm really excited for them to be able to go on Christmas break and spend some time with family and friends. And but honestly, I'm going to miss them. It's just a really special group. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just a really, really special group that's really held a standard high for themselves and continue to challenge and support each other at a really elite level.
While we're on the group for Hannah and Hilke, just how have you seen the team cohesion grow over the past couple of months? What's different from the start of the season to where you guys are at now with so many new faces and so many young players here?
I think we've definitely recently just been getting so much closer, and Coach P is so strongly feels about being connected, and I think we've been building such strong relationships. It really helps us out on the court and just really helping each other and supporting each other, and I think that's really important on just what we do.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So staying connected on the court, off the court, that's really important, and I think we really grew together in this field. And communicating, that was a big part in the beginning that didn't work well, but I feel like we made huge steps in that in a good direction.
For Hannah and Hilke, what does it mean to you guys to get to close out non-con by having the games that you have, maybe get a little confidence boost going into SEC play?
Yeah, I think that'll be definitely just good helping confidence going into conference, just trying to help that we both know that we're capable of doing stuff, and sometimes it's hard, or not hard, but we all have such good players like Frankie and Judd, but then knowing that it's also nice to know that we can support too.
Yeah, just knowing our role, that we have to fight really hard, especially as freshmen, and just giving all we got.
Any questions?
All right. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
y'all.